Hey everybody, this video once again brings us back out to Winter Garden, Florida. I will try my best not to trip and fall on this sidewalk. We are here to Winter Garden, Florida / Oakland, Florida. We're literally right on the border of Winter Garden and Oakland. You drive like a second down the road and you'll see a sign welcoming you to Oakland, Florida. But technically we are here in Winter Garden, and the reason why we are out here today is because, as you may or may not remember, a month ago, I did a video talking about something that was in danger of going away, possibly, maybe forever, due to a new neighbor in town who decided to take it upon themselves to ruin a holiday tradition here in Winter Garden, Florida, to try to ruin a holiday tradition here in Winter Garden, Florida. But the people of Winter Garden, they don't take kindly to newcomers, to northerners coming down here to Florida like myself. Only, unlike myself, I did not take it upon myself to try to change the tradition. Try to change the she sells seashells down by the sea. I can't even say that. I didn't take it upon myself to try to change traditions. That is difficult to say. I gotta say it very slowly. Down here in Florida, I moved from Pennsylvania down here to Florida and embraced all the traditions. But one not so nice guy, right? I think that's his house, right back there. I think that might be his house. One guy right back there took it upon himself to try to change the traditions of Florida and ruin this amazing holiday extravaganza, if you will, this holiday tradition down here in Florida. I am talking about the Williams holiday house, where a month ago there was a neighbor trying to destroy this, trying to get rid of this. He did not want this here. He filed complaints. The Williamses had to remove a bunch of cars that were on their property. There were cars that were not movable. There were cars that no longer actually worked, and it was against ordinances and things like that. But they had been here for a very, very, very long time, and nobody cared about it. Nobody complained about it. It was part of the tradition of the holiday decor. You would drive past the house, you would see the old fire truck, you would see the old cars. It was an awesome, cool, interesting thing. People loved it. People came from miles around to drive past this house, but one jerk wanted to change all of that. So the cars, the fire truck, all that stuff had to be removed, and the Williamses did not know if they were going to continue with their holiday tradition. I talked to the owner, I talked to Mr. Williams, and he told me he didn't know if they were going to do the holidays this year. He was so upset by what this neighbor was doing to him that he did not know if he was going to continue to do his decorations, his yearly decorations for Halloween and for Christmas. He thought, I might just not do it this year. This last year maybe might have been the last year. But thankfully, all the neighbors, all these neighbors apparently are super nice and super awesome. And all the people from Winter Garden and the surrounding area, they spoke up. They said, no, do not let this one jerk, this one bad neighbor, this one guy. I'm using nice words here by saying jerk and by saying bad neighbor. A lot of people online, they were not using such kind words for this guy. They had a lot of not nice things to say about the guy trying to destroy this house. But they said, don't let this guy get you down. Don't let this guy destroy what we love so much and what you love doing so much. The Williamses love doing this. It was something they love to decorate every single year. So they said, don't let this guy get you down. Don't let him change things. Keep doing what you're doing. And the Williamses decided they were going to keep doing what they're doing, and they have once again decorated. Look at this, the Williams holiday house. Unfortunately, no fire truck. Some of the cars are no longer here, but as you can see, the decor is back. It is up for all to come out here and see. You can come out during the day and see this. Maybe you have a younger child who likes things a little bit creepy, doesn't get too creeped out by skeletons and things like that, but perhaps at night when, Art the Clown is out here, because I believe Art the Clown comes out on certain nights, and when it gets a little bit more creepier at nights, maybe your child would not appreciate that as much, but would appreciate what they're seeing right now. You can bring them out here during the day, and then at night, if you want to get a little bit more creeped out, if you want some more of the creepiness to come, you want the ambiance, and you want the scare actors and all that stuff, you can come out here at night and see this all lit up and all decorated for nights. Look at this. I'm waiting for this thing to move. Every time I see one of these, I'm waiting for it to lunge at me. This is awesome. Look at the giant scarecrow here. I love the scene back there of like a mad scientist. There's a vampire back there. We have this. That is an awesome vintage blow mold, Halloween blow mold. We have one of those actually. That is really, really awesome. So all is welcome to come out here and to check this out. Be respectful when you come out here. Don't make too much noise. You can't go up onto the porch, but you can come out here and you can walk around and you can see the property. Again, look at the really awesome mad scientist back there with the Frankenstein monster and all his lab equipment. The crazy guy in the chair and the pumpkin demon, the pumpkin head guy. There's the headless horseman right there. That is cool. I love that. They've got a guillotine out here. Look at all this. How cool. There's a hearse here. I was going to say hearse, and then I said horse, although this is more like a dragon. I was going to say a Pegasus, but no, he's got horns. This is kind of like a dragon that's pulling the hearse, not the horse. There's an alien here. Look at the porch. So many different creatures and people. I don't even know what that guy is. There's some creepy clown. There's like Egyptian things back there. I believe that is two different Michael Myers. Or no, not Michael Myers. Jason Voorhees. Sorry, I'm getting my. I've been watching so many Halloween movies and horror movies and stuff. I'm getting everything's just a jumbled mess in my head right now. That is not Michael. That is Jason right there. Two different versions of Jason right there. That is cool. I love this. They've even got a Darth Vader out here with a Death Star pumpkin. There's Yoda, another headless horseman type guy, stormtroopers, and all these different things. I love the scuba diver. There's the not so fondly remembered Nightmare on Elm Street version of Freddy Krueger, but still pretty awesome. They got Pinhead. There's a Hannibal Lecter out here. Look at the biohazard guy. This is cool. And of course you got Disney here. You got the Haunted Mansion. This is amazing. You got the hitchhiking ghosts. You got one of the singing ghosts from the graveyard. You got the caretaker out here. There's a coffin. This is really, really cool. This is pretty amazing. That is awesome. What a cool photo op here for the Haunted Mansion. I mean, we are only like 20 minutes or so outside of Disney. So, ooh, is that gonna? I don't think that's on. Okay, no, it's not on. I was waiting for that thing to lunge out at me. So, again, really awesome. Here's a truck. This truck must actually be movable because I think it has been moved. And I don't know, they had a whole thing with ordinances with trucks that can't be moved, and the ones that can't be moved had to be taken off property. So maybe this one's still actually drivable, but really awesome. I'm glad they saved the Ghostbusters magnet. I was wondering about that. It used to be on the fire truck. And I was like, are they gonna save, because when they were like, oh, the fire truck's moving today, and the magnet was still on the fire truck. And I thought, are they gonna take that? I'm glad they took it and put it onto the truck here instead. So pretty awesome. Back here you can see there's a whole cemetery back here in the backyard. They got a cannon back here. This is cool. There's a giraffe on their porch, which is awesome. Some kind of like demon hound there as well. Look at that. That is cool, with a cannon and everything. Dead End Cemetery. All kinds of different gravestones back here. There's zombies and skeletons and a dude with a cannon. That is really, really cool. So pretty awesome, pretty amazing. The Williams Holiday House is still here. It remains. It's open now. You guys can come out here and you can check this out day or night. Get out here, check this out. Like I said, if you have a smaller one, or maybe you aren't into the scares as much, but you still want to see the house, come out here during the day, walk around. Again, be respectful. Come out here, walk around, check out all the decor and what they've done out here. And then if you do want those scares, come out here at night and get your scare on. Look at this. That is just too cool. I love the fridge over here with all the body parts in it. That is awesome and disgusting and amazing. There's a rat up there. Look at the giant. See this is what freaks me out. Look at the giant spider here. The train is cool. This is really awesome. I wonder where they got this from. The old kiddie train ride. I don't believe it works anymore, but this is cool. I want something like this. I want a little kiddie train. That is awesome. And then you got the giant spider here, which I don't do spiders. That one's a little freaky for me, but that's cool. I would lay underneath there and get a photo op. That is so pretty awesome. And look at this. Look at their Halloween town they got going on here. This is amazing. I used to have a friend whose mother, for Halloween, I think it was Halloween and Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, she collected these, and she used to set these up on like a mantle every year. And it was really cool. She would turn them all on. They'd all like interact like a little town of Halloween and a little town of Christmas. This is a town of Halloween though. This is awesome. This is really, really cool. Of course, you got the Hudson that still obviously drives. That's cool. That's still here. And then back here, you got some creepy walkthroughs and whatnot. Look at they got Superman, they got Batman, they're rocking out with a skeleton guy. And then look at all this stuff in here, the freak show. Look at this. Oh, that is terrifying. If you're not a fan of clowns, I do apologize. They've got a bunch of like demon babies down here in the crib. This is pretty cool. Again, waiting for these to move. I don't think they're on at the moment, but if they are, you're gonna see me jump quite a bit, because I think they're off. Look at all these. That one looks real. I'm not sure if this is where Art the Clown is, because I believe they have Art the Clown out here on certain days. Maybe he sits right here for a photo op. Oh, it got me. It got me. This one's still on. That one's still working. And now I'm freaked out by all the rest of them. Okay, the smallest, tiniest one is the one that got me. That freaked me out. Was not expecting that. I thought they were all off. I wonder why just that one's on and all the rest of them are off. I have no idea, but all right, guys. Anyway, this is awesome. This is cool. The Williams Holiday House. It continues. The tradition continues. It is still here. It is still up. It is here for you to come out and enjoy one terrible, awful, horrible, evil. Again, I'm using words that are nice, but in comparison to words that other people use. I think it was a guy. I don't know. I think it was a guy back there. I looked at the property. I looked up the guy's information, because on the complaint he filed, it did show his address. I think it was like the guy right back there in the corner. He is not very nice. Again, I'm using nice words by saying things. A lot of people online had very mean things to say about that guy, and rightfully so, because he was trying to ruin this tradition. He was trying to tear this down. He did not want this to continue. Unfortunately, the Williams did have to move some vehicles. The fire truck's not here. A couple of other vehicles not here. They had to remove some things due to the quote unquote law that I think they should have been like kind of grandfathered into, but that's a whole different story. They had to remove some stuff. They were saddened by what they had to do. They were saddened by one guy ruining all the fun for everybody. But the outcry from the community is saying, no, do not let this guy get you down. Do not let him destroy this amazing, awesome, fantastic tradition. Keep it going. Keep this going, because we look forward to this every single year. Now that I live down here, I look forward to this every single year. This is awesome. The Williams Holiday House is an amazing thing. You got to get out here and see it. I'm so happy that it continues. I'm so happy that the Williams that they decided to keep this going, to keep this up, to not let anybody get them down, and to continue this amazing winter garden tradition. This is just too incredibly cool. You see Mr. Williams is actually up there right now doing some more decorating. So cool, so awesome. Get out here, check this out here, Winter Garden, right on the border of Winter Garden, Oakland. The Williams Holiday House. It is one of the coolest things ever. I love it. The greatest decorated house, or whatever you want to say, I've ever seen in my entire life. I remember the first time I ever drove past this, my mind was completely blown by the epicness that is the Williams Holiday House. And again, I'm so happy that the tradition, it is continuing. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it. Wanted to give you guys the good news, let you know that the tradition is not dead. Even though the tradition actually in downtown Winter Garden is dead, they've apparently decided to no longer do their Halloween festivals and whatnot in downtown Winter Garden. They usually had all this different stuff down there. They showed movies, and they had a hay maze and all kinds of decor and decorations and stuff down there for the kids to do. This year, the town has decided they're not going to do it anymore. It's done. It's over with. So the actual town of Winter Garden has just tried to destroy Halloween a little bit, but the Williams is here. The Williams, they have kept Halloween alive. So awesome. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Again, I wanted to give you guys the good news. Wanted to let you know this continues. Wanted to let you know that, again, like I said, a month ago, I did a video saying that this might not be here. This might not continue. The Williams did not know if they were going to continue to do this, if they were not going to continue to do this. At the time I talked to Mr. Williams, he said he didn't know. He didn't know if this was going to be a thing they were going to do this year. They might not decorate this year, but as you can see, they did indeed decide to continue the tradition, and they did decide to continue to decorate. And that is amazing. So, all right, guys, that's the good news for today. Happy Halloween. Good news. It is the Halloween season, and Halloween prevails. All right. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt, hit the join button to become a member of this channel to gain early access to all of my videos. And if you guys watch this video, I can't walk today. If you guys walk, maybe I should watch where I'm walking instead of looking into the viewfinder. And if you guys watch this video all the way into the very end, hashtag Halloween lives. Hashtag Halloween lives. If you guys watch this video all the way into the very end, because here in Winter Garden, Florida, even though the actual town in of itself may have decided to cancel Halloween, and even though this guy back there may have tried to cancel Halloween, the Williamses, they have decided to let Halloween and keep Halloween alive. So, all right, guys, again, that's going to do it. So, as always, like I said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Hello! So happy to see this all still here. It's amazing. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next video. Okay, that's awesome. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.